She didn't even look at me when she tossed the envelope on the kitchen table. Her eyes were on the espresso machine, waiting for it to hiss. "Sign it," she said. It wasn't a request. It wasn't even angry. It was clinical, like removing a tumor. The envelope sat between us, pale and precise. I didn't touch it. I just watched her stir sugar into her coffee with the same hand that had worn my wedding band for 7 years. The ring was gone. I didn't ask where it went. I could still smell her skin from the night before. Could still feel the warmth of her thigh brushing mine beneath the sheets. The way she curled against me like nothing was coming, like she wasn't planning this while I lay there half asleep and stupid. But I wasn't surprised. Not really. Just disappointed in how neatly she executed it. She took a sip, closed her eyes, then she said it. "You'll need to leave today. The house we built together. The mortgage I paid, the life I thought we were sharing, it was already hers. She inherited $10.40 for $1 million 3 weeks ago. Her mother's sudden death, the sealed will, the trust accounts, all of it locked tight until now. I wasn't mentioned once, not in the obituaries, not in the legal readout. Her family had always kept me at a polite distance. I mistook it for formality. Turns out I was an accessory, an interim, a placeholder while she waited for her real life to begin. I didn't yell. I didn't ask why. I didn't yell. I didn't ask why. I just nodded, walked past her into the bedroom, and pulled my bag from the top shelf. She followed. "You're not taking anything from here," she said sharply. I kept packing. She raised her voice. Then I heard the front door swing open. Her brothers, they were quiet at first. One of them said something like, "We don't want trouble." But trouble had already happened. When I reached for my bag, she grabbed my wrist. I didn't flinch. Then I felt their hands, heavy, calloused, built from the same blood that decided I wasn't welcome anymore. They dragged me by my hair out into the yard, onto the street. I didn't fight, not even when my knee split open on the concrete. Before they shut the door, I said one thing calm measured. "You'll regret this greatly." Regret doesn't come from punishment. It comes from truth, from exposure. And the thing about people like her, they never expect you to be watching. 2 days after they threw me out, I had access to our shared cloud storage. She hadn't revoked the password yet. She never thought to. Most people delete things they're ashamed of. She kept hers catalogued photos of him older, thinner, married. Same hotel room every Thursday. Receipts, restaurant bills, one for a prenatal massage from 6 months ago. She told me the miscarriage was sudden, that it was mine. I ordered a paternity test kit and sent a polite email to the lab director. I still had her discarded toothbrush. She used it the morning she gave me the papers. I waited, and while I waited, I smiled. Friends called, "Are you okay?" I lied convincingly. Said I was finding myself. Said I was better off. I watched her brothers post photos from the backyard, grilling, laughing, wearing the watch I left behind. She wore black in all her new selfies. Morning money, I suppose. It took 11 days to get the results. It took 11 days to get the results. I didn't cry. I didn't even blink. The baby wasn't mine. The man was listed as the biological father. No contest, full match. I printed the report, folded it once, slipped it into a plain envelope like the one she handed me that morning. Then I mailed it to her work address. No note, no return label. The next day, she called 3 times. I didn't answer. She texted, "We need to talk." I texted back, "No, we don't." The silence that followed was louder than any apology she could have invented. 2 weeks later, her lawyer contacted me about a financial discrepancy. Apparently, before her mother passed, she transferred several accounts temporarily into my name for tax sheltering. She forgot. Legally, they were mine. For $60 $6 million. I hired the best estate attorney I could find. Told him to be thorough, quiet, and final. They contested, of course, screamed fraud. Screamed betrayal. I didn't speak to her. Not once, but I sent her another envelope. Inside was a copy of the trust transfer signed, notarized, timestamped 6 months before her affair began. Attached was the photo of her and the man, her hand on his chest, her wedding ring visible. On the back, I wrote, "You should been more careful." She lost half the fortune trying to reclaim what was never hers to begin with. Her brothers never reached out again. I assume they learned the cost of dragging someone out by the hair. I bought a quiet condo downtown. Nothing extravagant, just walls that don't lie. Sometimes I wake in the middle of the night and remember the sound of the espresso machine. The way she didn't look at me. I used to wonder if she felt look at me. I used to wonder if she felt guilty. Now I understand. Guilt requires a soul. She only had ambition. And I let her bury it beside me and I let her bury it beside me in the bed we shared. Not anymore. She gave me an envelope. I gave her everything else and walked away. Whole final line. Revenge wasn't the point. Knowing she'll never feel safe again.